everyone. How are you? I hope you are studying hard, working hard for your exam and make your parents as well as teachers like me proud. Today we are going to study the numericals of upthrust and Archimedes principle. Students, have you gone through the theory part? You know what is upthrust, Archimedes principle and law of flotation. So I hope you have gone through the theory part. Thereafter, you will be able to understand the numericals. Now, first of all, to understand the numericals, we go through all the formulas. So please quickly remove your notebook and start writing all these formulas. Now these formulas cover up the whole lesson. So once you have written all these formulas, we'll start with the numericals of all the parts. There are three parts, three types of sums. One is of upthrust, one is of Archimedes, and then a third one is the law of flotation. Okay, so remove your notebook and start writing the formulas. After you have written them, learn the formulas. Okay, and thereafter read the question nicely. Try to work on your own. If you are not getting it, then you can take the help of the working which I am going to supply after every question. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so we have written all the formulas of this lesson. Now we are going to understand all the formulas. So upthrust is the upward force. Now supposing this is a solid and it is surrounded by a liquid, or it is placed in a liquid. There are two forces acting on it. One is the weight acting downward and the upthrust acting upward. Alright, remember this. Whenever the body is put into the water, the weight acts downward, but the upthrust pushes the body upward. Okay, remember this. These things we are going to use it in the numericals. So upthrust is equal to V rho g. Volume of the liquid, density of the liquid, and the gravity. Okay, that is equal to weight of the liquid displaced by submerged part of the body. Okay. Sorry, this will be the volume of the solid. Now loss in weight upthrust is equal to weight in air minus weight in water. Apparent weight is weight in air minus upthrust, that is tension in air. Now supposing this solid is inside the water, what will be the weight of this solid when it is in water? Of course it will be less. Why? Because there is a upthrust acting on it. So that is apparent weight. So weight in air minus upthrust. That is tension in air. Like for example, this is tied with a thread. So, and if that solid is inside the water, so how much is the tension in the air? That is the apparent weight. Now these conversions are very important, whatever I have given helps you for solving. Now you have to check the units properly and you have to do the necessary conversion. Centimeter has to be everywhere centimeter only. If it's meter, kg with per meter, everywhere kg per meter cube. Alright. So 1 kgf is 10 Newton, 1 kgf is 1000 gf, 1 gram per centimeter cube is 1000 kg per meter cube, 1 kg per meter cube is equal to 10 raised to 3 gram per centimeter. So density in gram per centimeter cube is relative density, density in kg per meter cube is relative density into 1000. Relative density is equal to weight in air upon weight in air minus weight in water, that is the upthrust. Then sixth one is relative density of liquid is loss of weight in liquid upon loss of weight in water. Relative density is equal to weight in air upon weight in air minus weight in liquid into relative density of liquid. These are all the formulas you need to know. Now this is the law of flotation. Volume of solid into density of solid is equal to volume of liquid into density of liquid. This can also be written as height of solid which is submerged in water. Density of solid is equal to height of liquid into density of liquid. Height will be the total height, not the one that is submerged in water. Height of the solid, total height of the solid into density of solid. Height of the solid which is in the liquid into density of liquid. Alright, so these are all the formulas you know. You know how this height came? Volume is area of cross section into height. You know the formula, volume is area of cross section into height. Now since area of cross section is the same for both the solid which is the whole solid volume and the solid which is inside the liquid, so the area of cross section of both of them will be the same. So area of cross section get cancelled. So that's how height comes. Nevertheless, just remember height of the solid into density of solid, height of the solid in liquid into density of liquid. Okay, so these all formulas, you go through it, learn it. Now we'll start with the first sum. Alright, so the question goes like this: a body of volume 100 centimeter cube weighs 5 kgf in air. It is completely immersed in liquid of density 1.8 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. Find first apart the upthrust due to liquid and the weight of the body of in liquid. So over here the volume has been given. Volume is 100 centimeter cube. Okay, then weight is given. Weight in air is 5 kgs. It is completely immersed in liquid of density. So density of liquid they are given. Density of liquid is 1.8 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. Now see, here it is kg per meter cube, but here it is centimeter cube. So you have to convert this into meter cube. So centimeter to meter you have to divide by 1000. Since it is centimeter cube, 1 upon 100 into 1 upon 100 3 times. Okay. So now when this is then you have to find out the upthrust. V rho g. So volume is 100 into 1 by 100 into 1 by 100 into 1 by 100 into density 1.8 into 10 raised to 3 into g. So that is this 100 get cancelled. These 3 zeros get cancelled. So it comes to 1.8 divided by 10 is 0.18 kgf. Okay, so now we've got the upthrust. Now we have to find out the weight of the body in liquid. Weight in liquid is equal to weight in air minus upthrust. So weight in air is how much? See here, weight in air is 5 kgf. Upthrust is how much? 0.18. So when you subtract it, it comes to 4.82. Okay, so that's how we solve the first sum. Now second sum. A body weighs 450 gf in air, 310 gf when completely immersed in water. Find the volume of the body, the loss in weight of the body and the upthrust on the body. State the assumption made in part 1. So now you write all the particulars down. Weight in air is 450 gf. Then weight in water is equal to 310 gf. Now upthrust will be what? Weight in air minus weight in water. So now weight in air is 450 minus 310. So it comes to 140 gf. Now upthrust is equal to V rho g. Upthrust we found out 140, volume into density in CGS unit is 1 g. So therefore volume is 140 cc. So we've got the volume. Loss in weight. Loss in weight is the upthrust. Okay, so loss in weight is the upthrust, which you've got 140 gf. And the third part is upthrust of the body, which you already found out, that is 140 gf. So almost all the answers have 140 as the answer. Okay, now the third question. You are provided with a hollow iron ball A of volume 15 cm³ and mass 12 grams and a solid iron ball B of mass 12 grams. Both are placed on the surface of the water containing a large tub. Find the upthrust on each ball. So now supposing there is this ball which is a hollow. Okay, let's take it as A. Okay, and the volume of that is given 15 cm³ and mass is given 12 grams. And there is another solid iron ball B. Mass is given 12 gram. Both are placed in the surface of the water. So when it's placed in the surface of the water, there is the upthrust acting on it. Okay, the upward force F1 and here F2. Okay, and the weight is acting downward. So mass is 12 grams, that is 12 gf. Okay, so volume is given. You can find out the density of iron is given. So density of iron is 8 gram per centimeter cube. So with the help of this, we can find out the volume. Density is equal to mass upon volume. So use the formula. All volume is equal to mass upon density. So that is 12 upon 8. That is 3 by 2. So upthrust we can find out over here. That is V rho g. Volume is 3 by 2. Density of liquid is 1. So that is 1.5 gf. And over here you can find out the upthrust. Upthrust is equal to V rho g. Volume is 15, density 1 g, that is 15 gf. So over here the force upthrust acting is 15 gf. Okay, and here how much is the upthrust acting? 1.5 gf. So see here the weight of the body is 12 gf, but the upthrust is 15 gf. So upthrust is more than the weight, so the body will float. Since the upthrust is more than the weight of the body will float. And over here since the weight is more than the upthrust, the body. So we start with the fourth sum. A solid of density 5000 kg per meter cube weighs 0.5 kgf in air. It is completely immersed in water of density 1000 kg per meter cube. Calculate the apparent weight of the solid in water. So apparent weight means what? Weight in air minus upthrust. Okay, that is apparent weight. So to find out the apparent weight. So for that we have to find out the upthrust. Now whatever values they have given in the question, we'll write that down first. Okay. So density they have given. Density of solid, that is 5000 kg per meter cube. Then they have given weight in air, that is 0.5 kgf. That means mass is 0.5 kg. So if mass is given, density is given, you can find out the volume. So the formula is density is equal to mass upon volume. Therefore volume is equal to mass upon density. So mass is 0.5 and density is 5000. Okay. Then they have given also the density of liquid, that is water. That is 1000. Density of water, what they have given? Density of water 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, so you have to find out the apparent weight. So now upthrust V rho g, volume is 0.5 upon 5000, this one which you just found out. Density is of water and gravity they are not given. So that comes to 0.1 gf. So now they are asking what? Apparent weight. Weight in air minus upthrust. So weight in air is 0.5 minus upthrust is 0.1. That is 0.4 kgf. So the answer is coming 0.4 kgf. That's right. Now we go on the next sum, the fifth sum. Two spheres A and B, each of volume 100 cm cube, are placed on the water, density 1 gram per centimeter cube. So there are two spheres, A and this is B. Now volume is given 100 centimeter cube, both are having the same volume, are placed in water of density 1 gram per centimeter cube. Density is 1 gram per centimeter cube. This is of water. The sphere A is made up of wood, so this is wood. The sphere A is made up of wood. Density of that is given. Density of wood is 0.3 gram per centimeter cube. And B is made up of iron. So this is iron. Okay. Iron, and density of that is given 8.9 gram per centimeter cube. Okay. Now you have to find out the weight of each sphere. Okay, so how do you find out the weight over here? Volume is given, density is given. So density is equal to mass upon volume. Therefore mass is equal to density into volume. Density is of wood is 0.3, volume is 100. So that is 30 gf. Okay, and over here same formula, mass is equal to volume into density, that is 100 into 8.9, 890 grams. So weight is equal to 30 gf over here, and here also weight is equal to 890 gf. Okay, so now the upthrust on this formula is V rho g. Volume is given, that is 100. Density of water is 1, and G, that is 100 gf. And over here upthrust will be for V rho g. Volume is given 100. Density is given. Density is again 1 of liquid. You have to take always, and G. So 100 gf. So here the force F2 is 100 gf, and here F1, the weight is 100 gf. Both of them, they are having the same upthrust. Okay, but now the weight of this A is 30 gram force. Okay, the weight of the A is 30 gf, but upthrust is 100 gf. So weight pulling it downward is 30 gf. Upthrust pulling upward is 100 gf. So what will the net weight will be? It will be less than that of the liquid. So that's why the body will float. The body A will float since its weight is less than the upthrust. And over here the weight is 890 gf, but upthrust is 100 gf. So what will happen to the body? The body will sink. Okay. So that is the answer. Now we start with the sixth sum. A mass of a block of the mass of a block made of a certain material is 13.5 kg, and its volume is 15 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Calculate the upthrust on the block if it is held fully immersed in water. Okay. So will the block float or sink in water when released? Give the answer. What will be the upthrust in the block when floating? Take density of water as 1000 kg per meter cube. Now depending on what all they have given in the question, we write all the particulars. So question number 6. So they have given mass 13.5 kg and volume 15 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Then they have given density of liquid. That is water. 1000 kg per meter cube. Now calculate the upthrust of the body. So upthrust V rho g. Volume is 15 into 10 raised to minus 3 into density is 1000. Okay, that is, this both will get cancelled. 15 kgf. Okay. Now they are asking, will the block float or sink in water when released? So now the mass is 13.5 kgf. That means if this is the block, the upthrust acting is 15 kgf and the weight is 13.5 kgf. So what do you think? Will the block float or sink? Upthrust is more than the weight, so the block will float. Since the upthrust is more, the block will float. Okay. Now what will be the upthrust on the block while floating? Okay, so we have found that out. Next question. A piece of brass weighs 175 GF in air. So 7 sum. Weight in air is equal to 175 GF. And 150 GF when immersed in water. So weight in water is equal to 150 GF. Now the density of water they have given 1 gram per centimeter cube. What is the volume of the brass piece? First of all, we find out the upthrust. So upthrust is equal to V rho G. We can also find out upthrust like this: weight in air minus weight in water. So that is 175 minus 150, that is 25 GF. So here you take 25, V rho is 1 G, so therefore V is 25 cc. So what have they asked in the 7th question? The density of water. What is the volume of the brass piece? So volume of the brass piece 25 cc. Why does the brass piece weigh less in water? So the brass piece weighs less in water obviously because of the upthrust acting on it, which decreases its weight. Okay, now 8th sum. A metal cube of edge 5 centimeter cube and density 9 gram per centimeter cube is suspended by a thread. So 8th sum. A metal cube of edge, so side is 5 centimeter. So if the side is 5 centimeter, you can find out the volume. Volume is equal to side cube, that is 5 cube, 125 centimeter cube. Okay. Then density of that solid is given 9 gram per centimeter cube. So you can find out the mass. See, now you know the formula, na? Density is equal to mass upon volume. So mass will be volume into density. So volume is 125 and density is 9. So it comes to 1125 GF. Now after that you can find out the upthrust. So upthrust is equal to V rho G. Volume of the solid is 125, density is 1, and 8th sum, the density they have given of that liquid, it's not water, 1.2. So density of liquid is 1.2 gram per centimeter cube. So take 1.2 here. Okay, and gravity have they given in the 8th sum? No, they gravity they have taken 10. So then when you work it out, the upthrust is coming to 125 into 1.2 into, take it as G only. So it comes to 150 GF. Okay, so upthrust you've got the mass also, that is weight in air. Okay, this is weight in air. So weight in air you've got upthrust. Now you have to find out in the 8th sum tension in thread, that is apparent weight. So apparent weight in air minus upthrust. So weight in air is 1125 minus up thrust is 150. That is coming to 975 GF. Alright. Then question number 9. We start with question number 9 now. A block of wood is floating on water with its dimension 50 into 50 into 50. Like length is 50, breadth is 50 and height is 50. That means it is a cubical solid. Okay. So if the sides are given, you can find out the volume. That is side cube. That is 50 cube. And you have to convert that into meter cube. Why do you have to convert it into meter cube? Because see the gravity what they have given now is in Newton per kg. I told you the unit should be similar. Okay, if one way centimeter, one way meter, it will not do. If possible, convert all the unit in MKS system. Okay, or kgf, or we can say meters, kg and grams. Seconds, sorry. So now we can find out the volume. So first we will write down all the details of the 9 sum. So volume is equal to 50 cube. Centimeter cube. That is 50 upon centimeter to meter. You have to divide by 100. So it comes to 1/8. Okay, meter cube. Then later on, you can find out the gravity is given 9.8 Newton per kg. So up thrust V rho g, volume is 1/8, density is, density of water, they're not given, it's 1000, and gravity is 9.8. So when you work this out, it comes to 1225. 1225 Newton. Okay, so that is how the 9 sum is done. Alright, so now we go on the 10 sum. Okay, a body of mass 3.5 kg displaces 100 centimeter cube of water when fully immersed inside it. Calculate first subpart the volume of the body, second subpart the upthrust on the body, and third apparent weight of the body in water. So now first we write down the particulars. So mass is 3.5 kg. So that means weight will be 3.5 kgf. Then displaces 1000 centimeter cube of water. So that is the upthrust, right? So volume. Since the unit is centimeter cube, so it's the volume. Volume is 1000 centimeter cube. Calculate the volume of the body. So volume of body is equal to upthrust is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. Then upthrust of the body, volume, that is 1000. Okay, density is 1. So 1000 GF. And if you want to convert that GF into KGF, 1 KGF divide by 1000. GF to KGF you have to divide by 1000. Okay, then later on apparent weight. Apparent weight is equal to weight in air minus upthrust. So the weight in air is 3.5 minus upthrust is 1. That is 2.5 kgf. Right? Okay, now we go on the next exercise. So now this is about density. You know the formula, na? Relative density is equal to density in CGS system, that is gram per centimeter cube. And if you want to convert that into MK system, kg per meter cube, just multiply by 1000. So these are the some of the questions based on relative density. Just go through the formulas again so you understand what I am doing. Okay, so let's start with the first sum. So the density of copper they have given 8.83. Express it in kg per meter cube. So is equal to 8.83 gram per centimeter cube. So if you want to convert it into kgf, you have to multiply by 1000. Okay, so that is 8.83 into 1000, that is 8830 kg per meter cube. Okay, second sum. The relative density of mercury is 13.6. Relative density is 13.6, that is 13.6 gram per centimeter cube. Again, to convert it into SI unit, this is the first part ka answer. In the second part they want it in SI unit, so that is 13.6 into 1000, so that comes to 13.6 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. Now third sum. The density of iron they have given. What is the relative density? So density of iron is 7.8 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. So if you want to find out the relative density, it has to be gram per centimeter cube, right? So divide by 1000. That is equal to 7.8 grams per centimeter cube, and that will be the relative density. So relative density is equal to 7.8. That's it. Okay. Now fourth sum. The relative density of silver is 10.8. So relative density is 10.8. That is 10.8 grams per centimeter cube. You want to convert it into MKs. 10.8 into 1000. That is 10.8 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. Right? Then fifth sum. Calculate the mass of the body whose volume is 2 meter cube. So volume is 2 meter cube and relative density is 0.52. So that is density in CGS system, right? 0.52 grams per centimeter cube. Now here it is in meter cube. You have to convert that into centimeter cube. Okay, so how do you convert that into centimeter cube? 2 into 100 raised to 3. Okay. So they want what? Mass. So density is equal to mass upon volume. Therefore mass is equal to density into volume. Density is 0.52. Volume is 2 into 100 into 100 into 100. So it comes to 1040 kg. Please check out whether it is coming 1040. Okay, now the sixth sum. Calculate the mass of air in a room of dimension. So they have given the dimension. You can find out the volume. Volume is equal to length into breadth into height. So that is into 3.5 into 2.5. Okay, meter cube. Density of air. So density they have given 1.3 kg per meter cube, and they are asking for the mass. So like before, mass is equal to volume into density. Volume is 4.5 into 3.5 into 2.5 and density is 1.3. So it is coming to 51.19 kg. Please try it and see whether it is coming 51.19. Okay. Now we go on the seventh sum. Right.